What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Super Saturday morning. We're playing more Pokemon Silver, picking up where we left off in the last episode. Today we're going to get some medicine for Jasmine's Ampharos, and then beat her ass in the Pokemon gym. So, if you like, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I'll cut myself off. I'm going to try that again. So if you like seeing women get beat... Wait. I can't say that. Yeah, if you like seeing people beat gym leaders, it's a better way to put it, then this is the episode for you. We're going to get the next gym badge. We're going to move on to the next area. Might be a shorter stream today because I think there's some things I need to do today. I need to stay on top of the game. I've had a really good week this week. I was able to get caught up on all of the projects I was working on, and I want to try to get ahead of the game over the next couple of days, so that's kind of what we're looking at doing. So, welcome to the stream today. We're going to get started. If that's okay with y'all, we're going to get started. So, switch it up. In case you forgot, these are the two types that have been banned. We've got water and poison type. My poor Croconaw was KO'd by Whitney's Miltank. And Nidoran female got demolished by a Pidgey. I don't know how else to put that. She just couldn't cut the mustard. So maybe it's a good thing that she is gone because, I don't know. She probably wouldn't have lasted long anyway. So... as a reminder, if we lose a Pokemon in this series, we lose access to whatever type that Pokemon was. So, hopefully we don't lose any more Pokemon. And we can finish this game proper. I did catch a Miltank in the last episode, and I did... and I caught a Magnemite... And I think there's a couple other Pokemon too. Magmar. And I caught a Magmar. And we're going to see if I can get them trained up. The next gym is a Steel type gym. So hopefully it's all good. What is this? Oh, never mind. My presentation looked weird, but we're good. Alright. So, let's go ahead and get started. Hope you all are ready. I know I am. Saturday morning at 9 a.m. It's 10 a.m., but daylight savings time doesn't affect Pokemon Silver. So we've got Fox 2, the Vulpix, McChicken, the Pidgeotto, Fang, the Raticate, Molly, the Miltank, and Hypnotic, the Hypno. Abra is just here for teleportation purposes. I'm probably going to put McChicken in the box real quick so I can train something else. This is a really good opportunity to train something since I might need another fire type. So we're going to put Sun Punch Man in the party. And you know what? I feel like I need to put in... Those are both really good Pokemon. We'll keep what we have. I think on the way to the next area, we're gonna fight a bunch of Pokemon. Try to get leveled up a little bit. And then on the way back, we might try to level up something else. I don't have an electric type yet, so I might need one. Let's see how this works out. Okay. Molly did learn Surf yesterday, or last time. So all we have to do now is go to this place and surf it up. Yeah, we surfing. Surfing USA. We're gonna try to fight all these trainers. We need the experience. So, oh no, Tentacruel. That's wild. Constrict. Hyperfang is OP, bro. It's so OP. I don't think these trainers have Pokemon that are that strong, so hopefully we won't have to deal with anything crazy. Tentacruel might be the hardest thing to deal with. Oh, 21. I'm thinking like 28 is probably a good level for my fire types. I also don't know what's in this next town. I don't think there's a gym there. I think it's just for the medicine. Like you go there to get the medicine and that's it. Yo, I got 420 Poké-Dollars for that. Hell yeah. You have to warm up before going in the water. That's basic. You know what's basic? Simon. Basic ass bitch. Kind of tired of switching out these Pokemon every time. Tentacool. Let's switch out to, let's go with Molly. Let's get Molly some experience here. I think this Miltank has potential to be one of the strongest Pokemon on my team. Maybe even stronger than Raticate. But if I lose Raticate, I can no longer use Miltank. So, kind of a predicament I've gotten myself into. How did he not die? That's a strong Tentacool. Alrighty. No inner tube for me. I'm hanging on to a sea Pokemon. Cool. Cool. Paula. I'm forever your girl. You know, the last, like, I'd say couple of weeks, I've been listening to some, like, crazy-ass 90s music, just old stuff. Paula Abdul is one of the albums I pulled up on my Spotify, and, oh, man. That was good shit. Shelder. Oh, I love Shelder. Can't use it, though, because it's a water type. Water types are banned. Cloyster, like, I think I used Cloyster in, like, one of the only tournaments I ever did for Pokemon was when I was, like, 16 years old. Far too long ago. Far too long ago. But I used Cloyster, Parasect, Alakazam, Kangaskhan also. And I think there was two more, but I can't remember who they were. And I won that tournament. There was 4 matches, and I won all 4 of my matches. It was cool. One of them against like a Nintendo Pro or whatever. They had like a Nintendo representative there who played the game. He may have gone easy on me, I don't know. But I still beat his ass, so I feel good about it. I won a hat, which was super dope. Do I have to go over there? Oh man, this is going to be tough. There's going to be so many wild Pokemon battles here. This sucks. Can I just beat him? They don't use a lot of water moves, do they? Oh, I can't beat him. If we get a couple of Tentacruels thrown into the mix, I think we'll have a pretty good chance of getting level 28. That's kind of the goal. We're going to use Magmar as a backup. Magmar's pretty good. I just want to fight these trainers. So I can be stronger. Randall. Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. Yeah, if you guys want to see the if you guys want to see the pictures of me at this like Pokemon event where I won that tournament, I'm more than happy to show those off, but you gotta want it. You gotta want it. Put it in the comments or the chat room or the poll, and maybe I'll show off those pictures. I was super young and real awkward, so that's incentive, I think. feel bad killing Wartortle like this. I love Wartortle. He's so cool. Oh no. Okay. I didn't do much. Disable would have been a good idea there, but whatever. Cool. We got him. Still no level up on the Vulpix? That's crazy. I remember in Pokemon Red and Blue, there was like a couple of like glitches, I guess. Like, I didn't really know what the extent of Pokemon Red and Blue glitches were when I was younger, because not many of them had been discovered yet. But there was an error with the game where, like, if you were fighting Cloyster was water and ice type, and if you're fighting Cloyster and you use a fire type move on it, it says that it's super effective, but it's not really. It's just normal damage. I always thought that was weird. Uh-oh, I lost. Oh man, it's so many wild battles here. It's wild. I can fight this thing. This one, right? Level 20 maybe not, but 15? That should be easy. There we go. Good job, Fox 2. You did it. Oh, Tentacruel. Let's go. This will be some good experience. It'll also be, yeah, for both Pokemon, really. A level up for Hypnotic, that'd be good. Oh no, not Poison. I think I have some antidotes, which I'm going to need to use to cure that Poison. Because in this game, if you don't cure Poison, you walk around with it, it hurts you. Constrict. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, so close. So close. I only have like 4 of them though. Okay. I like this challenge because it makes you use items. Like, generally speaking, in Pokemon, you never have to use your items because it's better just to let your Pokemon faint and then heal them at the Pokemon Center. But in this game, in this playthrough, you kind of have to use them. Because I'm not going back to the Pokemon Center every time. Probably could have KO'd him without having to switch, but that's fine. Get that level up. We'll get that level up. Oh man, a bunch of Pokemon. Wow. I should spread this experience out though. I don't need to have Vulpix every time. Yeah, you thought super effective. This is one of the only, like, trainers in this whole game that has 6 Pokemon. Like, that never happens. It's actually pretty crazy. That's fine. I think it's going to take forever to get through this area. One, because I don't know where everything is. And two, because there's so many wild Pokemon battles and trainer battles and stuff. And I have to switch out my Pokemon to try to get some things leveled up. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Does that make me crazy? Whew. It is early. He says at 10 a.m. If I just quick attack him to death, right? Oh, God. Alright. What are her moves? I feel like she has some good moves. I know she has Surf, but she has other stuff too. Stomp, Defense Curl, and Tackle. Not very good, actually. I might let her learn Thunderbolt and just take out some of these Tentacool for a while. I don't have Thunderbolt yet, but if I did, I might let her use it. A Remoraid. Oh, man. Probably Quick Attack. I don't know if I need to use Hyper Fang on this one or not. Yeah, we're good. There you go, George. The most annoying fight I've ever had because you have to use 6 Pokemon. Cool, man. This is where we're supposed to go. I think you can go, like, there's this, like, structure in the middle you can go around. Something like that. I think that's fine. I think we're doing alright. Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. Didn't this KO Tentacruel last time? One hit? Yeah. Damn. If you need a rest, just tread water. You'll get your wind back so you can keep on going strong. That doesn't make any sense because you don't get healed for treading water. Kara. Why would you say that, Kara? Bum, 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 bum. Rapid Spin. Starmie? That's a new one. Ooh, I do. Starmie is really cool. I think I've always kind of liked Starmie. It's a water and psychic type, which is really cool, but I think the problem with Starmie is the same problem with like a lot of Pokemon, is that you don't get that one until, you know, towards the end of the game in Pokemon Red and Blue, so you just don't use it. If you were able to get Staryu like earlier in Pokemon Red and Blue, I think more people would use it, but it is a really cool Pokemon. Booyah! 26. Oh yeah, 31. I think you've earned a potion. Fang, let's hook you up. Just one, though. Bum, 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 bum. Tentacool is right here. Tentacool is right here. I think we'll get to level 27 with Vulpix, and then probably the same with Magmar as well. But I think I'm going to use Magmar instead of Vulpix as my fire type, because Magmar is just way cooler. Don't fight me, don't fight me, don't fight me! Damn it. Tentacool is here again. Ooh, whirlpools. I had a dream last night I was playing this game. I don't really know where it came from, but I had a dream. Either I was playing it or I was watching someone else play it on an emulator. Because like I think I was watching someone else play it and I happened to notice that it was acting the same way that it did in my game. Like when the Pokemon slides over, like it hits the side and then like you see a flash of it kind of down below and then it goes back up. I had a dream I was watching someone play this game, and I could tell they were on an emulator because of that. It was just a stupid dream. That's all I remember, though. Matthew sent out a Krabby. A crusty Krabby. We'll take him out with Fang. Why is it one T? I've never seen a Matthew spelled with one T. Isn't it always two T's? The weather is so beautiful. I'm in a daze. That ain't the weather, honey. Denise. Ooh, Seal. Seal, another great water Pokemon that you don't get until late in the game in Pokemon Red and Blue, so really cool to see it. Earlier in this game. Although technically in this game you could beat the Elite Four and then completely change your team if you wanted to. Take on the rest of the gym leaders. Which, I don't think a lot of people realized that all the areas in the last game were in this game also. I think that was a huge surprise to me. It wasn't as, like, detailed as they were in the last game. Like the Viridian Forest wasn't really wasn't as cool. There has to be a secret to those islands blocked by whirlpools. There is, but you'll never know. Burke. Quillfish. I think he's poison type. I don't remember. I think he is, though. My guy needs to learn psychic attack, though. He's gonna run out of moves pretty soon. Yeah, that worked. He was poison type also. Burke was defeated. There's so many trainers here. You look so elegant riding your mill tank. I just realized I'm riding my mill tank. Someone draw a picture of that. That'd be so funny. The best drawing of my trainer like riding a mill tank will win a prize of some kind. It's in the water, of course. Like I'm in the water, riding a mill tank, surfing on a mill tank. Goldine, 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 Goldine. Mooly. We have to change Molly's name as soon as we get back to Goldenrod, which I think the game takes you back there anyway. I can't remember. This game has a weird progression. Susie defeated. Ugh. Ugh. Like, some of my Pokemon are getting hurt. a great deal here. Bum. I'm on my way to Whirl Islands. I'm going to explore with friends. Must be nice to have friends. He should be okay. Fang should be okay. She got that Hyper Fang. She's good. Goldine. Yeah. Let's get Molly back out there. Try and spread this experience out. Another level up is on the way. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, a Sea King. Okay. We'll bring out... Yeah, I want Molly to get leveled up. This better kill him. Oh no, it missed. Don't tail whip me, bro. I'm actually kind of afraid that his water gun attack might do some damage. Luckily, didn't have to worry about it. From Kaylee the swimmer. Gaily. Confusion attack. Bup, 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 bup. I'm gonna try to attack it. I don't know if it's gonna really... It's gonna help. Okay. Oh, it was a critical. Probably 2 more of those. Okay, cool. Fox 2 is holding her own now. That's cool. That's what we want. That's what we want to see. Don't ask what that was, because I really don't know. Let's go with Hypnotic. I'm going to need to use potions on these pretty soon. I don't have any PP restoring items, so... Ah, shit. Okay. I was confused. Good. Like, I don't think I'm gonna die. Cool. But that was a little close. A little too close for comfort there. The fear was still there. I've never seen a Tentacruel actually use a water-type move. But they're still pretty strong, so I don't want to take that chance. I guess we'll use a super potion here, because these guys are pretty tough. Okay, this is the next area, right? The next town? Oh my god, I'm stuck. There's medicine here, I think. And there's a cave somewhere, right? Am I wrong about the cave? I'm wrong about the cave. Don't listen to me. Photo studio. Take a snapshot as a keepsake. Ooh. You came from Olivine? Do you remember the 4 islands along the way? I heard that a mythical sea creature is hiding in them. I heard that you can only see if you have a silver wing. It must have the same scent as the creature. What? The whirlpools around the islands must be caused by the sea creature. Lugia, probably. Oh, the gym leader Chuck spars with his fighting Pokemon. Nice, an actual fighting gym. So this will be the next gym, I suppose. We'll take that one on. 500 years of tradition. The pharmacy. That's where we need to go, right? Your Pokemon appear to be fine, and is something worrying you? The lighthouse Pokemon is in trouble. I got it. This ought to do the trick. Secret potion. Alrighty. Let's heal up. So the good news is I have a fighting type, I have a flying type Pokemon, and I have a psychic type Pokemon. So this fighting gym, we're just gonna plow through it. There's no reason to even like stall here. We're just gonna plow right through it. We're gonna switch out Abra for whoops. Oh, I do have items in here that my mom kept buying. Repel? Ooh, super potion. Okay. We will deposit Abra. And we're gonna withdraw McChimpkin. You know, I didn't even catch a Tentacool on the way. A Tentacool on the way. I can't use Tentacool, but I can still catch one. Okay. What's this guy have to say? If you use Fly, you can get back to Olivine instantly. Thanks. I could have just used Teleport also, but it's fine. Where do you get Fly? I don't think I have Fly yet. I feel like I went into these buildings before and they didn't talk about Fly at all. I'm in shock. A guy about your age with piercing eyes and long hair came in. He scared me into giving him my prized Pokemon. I still have one left, but what if he comes back? You look strong. Could you look after my Pokemon for a while? You have 2 prized Pokemon? Alright, let's take on this fighting gym right now. Because why the hell not? There's no reason not to. I'm pretty sure these guys aren't even that strong. Our bond will never be broken. Boom, 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 boom. It's Yoshi. Black Belt Yoshi wants to fight. Hitmonlee. Oh, they're 27. They're actually kind of strong. But they're no match for my McChimpkin. That actually did a lot of damage. I was not ready for that. All I have is Gust. Oh, man. It almost did the trick. Oh my god. Oh my god, I almost lost McChimpkin. Oh my god. I was not ready for this. I'm actually a little bit terrified of this gym now. I guess we'll switch out to Hypnotic, because McChimpkin can't do it. Dude, this is insane. Am I gonna lose? No. That was crazy. All right, Confusion. Comet Punch ain't nothing. I'll tell you what though, my Pidgeotto needs to learn a wing attack, like, as quickly as possible. I'm surprised he hasn't learned it yet. And, I guess I need to take this gym a little bit more seriously, so let's go heal up. Because that's crazy. We almost lost normal and flying, you guys. I think I would have soft-locked the game at that point if I lost that Pokemon. Because I wouldn't be able to surf back. I'd have to put in Raticate, Miltank, and Pidgeotto. I wouldn't be able to beat this gym leader. Oh, man. That would have been rough. And I wouldn't be able to get back to the other town either. Can I? Let me switch out here. You know what? I'll risk it. I can't even get up there. Because I don't have strength. I don't think. Okay, Machop is a little bit more reasonable. 25, level 25 Machop. That's not bad. Those first two Pokemon were actually insane. I didn't think they would come out that strong. Seismic Toss always does 50 damage? No. It does damage equal to the level of the Pokemon. Oh, Machoke. God, I feel like I should switch, but that's not really a good idea. I'll give something some experience at least. She's gonna die. I have a bad feeling about this gym. I have this sinking feeling now. I should never have challenged it. I'm not even sure I can use strength outside of battle right now. I think I can. I'm just not even sure. I didn't do anything. That's cool. Wow. I really wish he would just learn Psychic Attack, because that's going to be super helpful. Ooh, so close. Black Belt Knob was defeated. So I gotta get up there. I know how to get up there. Oh man, I don't know if I have strength. First, let me heal up. What the hell? Super potion this time. I have strength. Fang can learn it. So can Molly. Sun Punch Man? I'm going to be using him anyway. Let's go ahead and do that. He's going to have something stupid like Smog or something. Like, as long as he has a Fire-type move, he'll be okay. What else do I have? I don't have any TMs that would really even be that good. Not in this gym. Jesus. Okay. So now we got the next battle. And then the gym leader, which is probably going to destroy me. I'm actually terrified of this match right now. If I make it out of here with any Pokemon still alive, it'll be a miracle. So, wish me luck, everybody. I hope this isn't the end of the series. 23 Mankey. This seems odd. Karate chop. Who's next? I think I'm just going to keep Pidgeotto out. If it's Mankey, yeah, I kind of need all the experience here. For some reason, I thought fighting type moves were not very effective against flying type Pokemon, but maybe I was wrong. I could swear that was true, though. Primeape? We'll keep him out, but he better not do anything crazy. Because if I lose McChimkin, it's over. The whole thing is over. Oh, he's not very heavy, right? Okay. That's cool. Do some quick attack on him. Okay. Black Belt Lung? Why is this named Lung? That's odd. Alright, y'all. This is the moment of truth. I don't have any berries. Do I have berries? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't have any berries. Alright, this is the moment of truth. I think we're going to try to use Psychic Pokemon over Pidgeotto. But if things get hairy, we're going to have to switch out. I'm actually going to start with Hypnotic. Because I just can't lose anything. Especially if I lose my flying and normal type. Ooh. If I lose McChicken, I can't use any of these Pokemon. And I have to do 2 challenges. So this could be a very tough match. Let's do it. So you've come this far. Let me tell you, I'm tough. My Pokemon will crush stones and shatter bones. Watch this. Holy shit. Scared now, are you? What? It has nothing to do with Pokemon. That's true. Come on. We shall do battle. So there's no way the first 2 trainers in this gym were stronger than Chuck. So he's probably got like level 28s, 27s. Makes sense. Maybe I can put him to sleep. Maybe that's the strat. No. Okay, that didn't. Okay, that's cool. We'll just do confusion because he's not going to do much. Fighting types aren't going to do much to me, so that's cool. Alright, level up. Let's go. I think I'm going to use this opportunity to switch out. Poliwrath. Yeah. We're going to try to get Sun Punch Man some experience here. Since I'm going to be using him in the future. Poliwrath could be a problem. I don't think he will be, but he could be. I have some potions if I need them, but I probably won't. Surf kind of sucks. It's a pretty strong attack. I've got the special defense for it. We are good. Poliwrath is also fighting type, so nothing really to worry about here, I don't think. Yeah, I should be okay. Unless it crits, then I'm screwed. Ooh. I feel like I should heal. I just feel like it's... I feel like that's the play here. I should disable that. Yeah. Whoops. Of course it failed. Of course! Why would it work? Of course it failed. Dude, if this next surf attack crits, I'm gonna shit my pants. Oh. Oh. I literally thought about giving him the mint berry too to prevent sleep. Guess we'll just heal again. And try to wake up. This Poliwrath sucks, dude. Come on. Thank you. Alright, we did it. We made it through the next gym. This is the 5th gym leader, and we toppled him right nice. Huh? I lost? How about that? You're worthy of Storm Badge. Yeah, I got me the Storm Badge. Let's go! It also lets your Pokemon use Fly when you're not in a battle. Take this too. Dynamic Punch. It doesn't always hit, but when it does, it causes confusion. Cool. GG's. WP. So now we can go back to Jasmine. And heal up. Okay. We'll save it up. Then we'll go back to the other towns, fight Jasmine, which is going to be kind of rough, I think. Is there something down here too? I thought there was a way to get Fly or something. I don't know. I think all that was here was that guy. Yeah, I think that's it. So we have to get Vulpix to level 27, and I think the next gym's gonna be even stronger, so it's gonna be kind of insane. Oh, I forgot to... You know, I need to catch this one anyway. This will kill him, though. Probably. Bum-ba-dum. So Vulpix will come back out. We'll try to train Sun Punch Man a little bit, too. I think Vulpix is probably about to level up. I think. Who's that guy? I don't think I talked to that guy. Oh no, not Supersonic. Okay. Not a fan of that. Come on. Just gonna switch. Just easier this way. My god, man. This game just hates me all over. And I wanna hate you all over. And over and again. Don't copyright strike me, please. Boulders to the north of town can be crushed. They may be hiding something. My Pokemon can't do shit. Okay. I fought her, right? No, I didn't. Okay. The star you at nights are big and bright, deep in the heart of Olivine. It's Wendy. My favorite restaurant mascot. Her name is Wendy. Oh, come on. Smokescreen is OP, bro. Stop using it. Buble. Buble attack. This dude's dropping all my stats. Come on. Thank you. Another horsey? Great. More opportunities for smokescreen. You know, they didn't use a water attack on me last time. I don't think this one has a water attack. This will probably work. If I lose my fire type... Okay, let's not risk it anymore. That was just too close. Yeah, level 28. Right where I want her to be. Now we can switch out. Get something else, some experience for a while. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. Okay, I did fight him already. So I think it's just about fighting wild Pokemon now. That last gym kind of messed me up, man. I'm actually kind of scared to fight this Steel-type gym because I don't know... I honestly don't know how it's going to go. I don't know how strong her Pokemon are going to be. I don't know if I need to evolve Vulpix. This could be a bad match. I probably should try to catch this one, but I don't need it. Do-do-do-do-do. Hell yeah. Tentacool, he is here. Tentacool, he is here. This is a good attack, though, isn't it? Right? I think so. Yeah. Oh, I should have caught him. Damn it. I'm so focused on getting leveled up, I forgot to catch it. Ooh, another trainer I haven't fought yet. I feel like there's probably a couple more, but be damned if I know where they are. No idea. It's Kirk. Oh, a Gyarados. Bro. Whew. Good morning, boss. What's going on, buddy? Saturday morning, Pokemon. Trying to train them all. Except for water types and poison types because they're banned. I just finished up the fighting type gym. And it was a close one. I almost lost my marbles. So right now we're headed back to the lighthouse to give Jasmine the medicine for her Ampharos, and then we're gonna beat her ass. Maybe. I actually don't know if we're gonna beat her because she's kind of strong. Oh god. Oh god, no. No! A critical hit? I just lost normal types. I think I just lost the whole thing. Oh no, dude. Fang was doing so well. She was kicking ass, dude. And then she gets thrashed to death by a stupid-ass Gyarados. Kirk is defeated. Great. That's awesome. I have to teleport back immediately. Oh, I don't even have Abra anymore. I think it was like 50 damage or something. It was a critical hit, too. So, even if it wasn't 50 damage, it was a critical hit. I just ate shit. So, I used Hyper Fang, right, to try to kill that Tentacruel. And it missed. And then Thrash critical hit me and my Raticate died. So now I can't use... So now I can't use Pidgeotto, Raticate, or Miltank. And Miltank is the Pokemon that I'm using to surf right now. So I can't do anything because I have to use surf to get back to this other area. I've already broken the rules because I'm using Miltank to surf right now. So... So goodbye, Molly. Goodbye, Fang. Goodbye, McChicken. That's all I got left. And I don't think there's any other Pokemon or types I can use that can also use Surf. I'm pretty sure I just failed this challenge. I can still use Paris. I can still use Scyther. I can still use Pencil. Ekans is off limits. I think I can use Hoppip. I can't remember. Let me check the attack decks on Cerebi and see who else can learn Surf. Because if this is it, I still have to do a challenge too. A punishment, I should say. I still have to do a punishment too, so... Let's see... Gen 2 attack decks. Surf. No water or poison types. Lickitung can learn it, but it's normal type. I already lost access to normal types. Rhydon can learn it, ground and rock, but I don't have a Rhyhorn. Dratini, but I can't get a Dratini right now. Mew, but who fucking has time for a Mew right now? Sneasel can learn it, but I don't have Dark Ice. I don't have access to Sneasel. Dude, that's it. It's over. That's it. I lost the challenge. The whole challenge is over. I can't use a normal type Pokemon anymore. So if I lose a Pokemon, I lose access to that Pokemon's type. So I can no longer use water types because I lost my Croconaw. I can no longer use poison types because I lost a Nidoran female. So I just lost my Raticate, which means I can't use normal types, and Pidgeotto happens to be flying normal. So that's it. The only other Pokemon that can learn Surf that are not water or normal type is Dratini and Rhydon, and I don't have either one. And I don't even think I can get either one. Let me see if I have Rhydon in my Pokedex. I don't think I do. Even if I did, I don't think I can get to it. I'd have to actually surf to get to it, and I don't think I can get there. This is like a last-ditch desperation effort to see if I can even get it. But I don't think it's going to be possible. It's not even in my Pokedex. I thought I fought one, though. Lickitung, I could probably use Lickitung. But I don't have access to Lickitung right now. So that sucks. Oh, but he's also normal type, so I can't use him anyway. So, there's that. Yeah, I don't see him. Let me check Cerebi. I wonder if I just passed him. And even then, it's Rhyhorn that I can catch, not Rhydon. So, the problem there is he evolves at level something or other. 42. So I'd have to catch a Rhydon and then train it to a Rhyhorn, train it to level 42, and you can't even catch a Rhyhorn. You can't even catch a Rhyhorn until Victory Road. So yeah, you can't even catch a Rhyhorn until Victory Road. So game over, guys. Game over. But this was fun. Honestly. I had a good time going through the challenge and trying to keep all my Pokemon alive. It just didn't work out. Yeah, this was fun. I mean, I had a good time going through the challenge and trying to keep all my Pokemon alive. It just didn't work out. So time to start over. I guess. New save file. I didn't think I was going to make it all the way to Pokemon Stadium 2. Like, something told me I wouldn't make it. But, the plan was to take all my progress into Pokemon Stadium and try to like do that too, but I guess I won't have time. I won't be able to do that. So, oh well. I mean, at least the edit will be fine. At least I'll be able to do something cool with the editing. But before I forget, we do have a punishment we have to do. So let's get that set up. Because honestly, it might be the 100 push-ups. It could be 25 pull-ups. I'll show you what some of the challenges are here in a second. Getting it set up now. So I was going to work out yesterday. I told myself, you know, I should really just do 100 push-ups today. This was yesterday. And I was like, no, let me wait. Because you know what? I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And if I do 100 push-ups today and then I lose a Pokemon, I'll have to do 100. I may have to do 100 more push-ups tomorrow. And that would not be good for me. So, yeah. I pushed off working out yesterday because I was afraid that this would happen. So, yeah, don't let water or normals die next time. That's such good advice. I love it. I love it. All right, here's the wheel. Here are some of the challenges that are on there. I'll run through the list real quick. Eat a habanero pepper. Eat a jalapeno pepper. Do a dab of wasabi sauce. Eat a chicken wing with like some of the strongest barbecue sauce that that I've ever seen. There's like 3 different barbecue sauces that I bought that are like super spicy, super hot. I'm kind of excited to do that one. Hopefully it lands there. 100 push-ups, 50 squats, 25 pull-ups. Get a temporary tattoo. It says face tattoo, but I'm not gonna. I'll do my neck. I can't do my face because of work. Eat spicy ice cream. Eat toxic sour candy, which I had last week, I think, and it wasn't too bad. There's a sour rope candy that I bought as well that's supposed to be super sour. Donate $10 to a streamer on Twitch. And eat a handful of these spicy Bean Boozled beans. So we've got a wide variety of challenges here that we can do. I don't know what it's going to land on, but hopefully it won't be too bad. The $10 to a streamer will let me off the hook pretty easily. The Bean Boozled beans would also let me off the hook. The sour candy, spicy ice cream. Some of those are actually not too bad, but some of the ones I'm not looking forward to doing. Could hurt. So here we go. It's spinning. Okay, all right. Bean Boozled bean. I can handle this. This is just basically a handful. I'm gonna do one of each bean. There's 5 different beans here. The bean flavors are sriracha, cayenne, habanero, Carolina Reaper, and jalapeno. So I'm gonna have one of each, and that's gonna be my punishment for letting my Raticate die. I'm sorry, Raticate. I'm doing this for you because I love you, and I hope that we can still be friends after all of this. I don't even know. I gotta find the right beans here. I think it's that one. Yeah. Okay, I have all 5. They look so... All 5 look similar to each other. But here are the 5 beans. Here we go. One of these is actually pretty tough. Like, I know the habanero one's pretty tough. So just one of them could floor me. But we're going to do all 5. Here we go. I'm okay. I'm alright. Oh, I had to swallow that. Oh my god. I was holding it. I didn't want to swallow. You know how, like... when you're chewing something, saliva builds up? I was holding on. Because I knew that part was going to be tough. Oh. Oh. It's better. I have these crazy ass hiccups now. Oh. 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 Oh my god. Ooh. Oh. Ah. 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 Body trying to reject it? Yeah, probably. Oh my god. Why would anybody do that to themselves? Ooh. It was to honor the sacrifice my Raticate made to the cause. Oh my god. Ugh. Ah. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Ugh. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Ugh. Ugh. All right. So that was Pokemon Silver. The Nuzloc without a name. I could call it a type lock, but it's not really a type lock because that implies that you're locking yourself to one type and only using that type. For this particular Nuzloc, you're eliminating an entire type if you lose a Pokemon of that type. So I'm not sure what to call it. By the time you see this video, there's probably going to be a name for it that I've cleverly come up with. But these probably won't come out for a while anyway. But that's it. We did it. Yo Yoshi, what's going on, friend? I haven't seen you in a while. I see you in Boss Stream a lot. That's cool. Ugh. I just had to eat 5 Bean Boozled beans because I lost my last Pokemon. I lost the last Pokemon type that I could lose on this challenge. So, it's game over. It's game over, man. Doing fine. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Oof. But I think we had some fun times during this series. Here's a look back at some of the best moments. Hope you guys enjoy. So right now I'm just filming like different potential like outros for the video series. I don't freaking know if I'm going to do a montage of all the best moments, but if I decide to do one, I've got that voice clip. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll do another video series real soon. Take care of yourselves, and of course, I will catch you on the flippity flip. If you're watching this on Twitch, I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to film the outro for YouTube, because that's what we're going to end up doing, is putting it on YouTube. April Fools! The real April Fools was that it's April 2nd, so yeah. We'll do something else. I don't know what to do next. Record it again? Alright, I'll do that. That's fine. Where is... There it is. Okay. So here's a look back at some of the best moments of this series. If you enjoyed the video, hit like and subscribe. And I'll do more videos like this. And I'll do more video series like this in the future. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you on the flippity flip. There you go. That was perfect. So good at those. So we're gonna close. We're gonna close that because I can't do anything anymore. I'm stuck. I'm probably going to transfer those Pokemon into Pokemon Stadium. Um, and just keep them. Some of my my MVPs. We had Molly the Moo Cow, the Miltank Moo Cow. We had those beans are still in my throat. We had Croconaw, or we had Toothy the Croconaw. We had My Queen the Nidoran. We had McChimkin the Pidgeotto. We had Fang the Raticate. I'm missing someone. We had Hypnotic the Hypno. Lots of fun stuff. Man, that's a bummer. It's okay. So I'll be honest. I'm gonna stop recording here. I'll be honest. It's a bummer, but it's kind of a relief because those videos were very hard to edit and put together. So it's kind of a relief that I can. It's like a weight off my shoulders. I can move on to the next thing, do some more Mario Kart videos and some other stuff, and yeah. Oh, Exatron. You sweet child. You poor innocent sweet child. While traveling through the surfing area, I got to the island off to the side of the map, off to the west side of the map. I went into the fighting type gym and I fought Chuck. Before getting to Chuck, I almost lost McChicken to a critical hit from a Hitmonlee. And his Pokemon were level 27, which was kind of crazy because my Pokemon were not that high level. Well, they were 31, so it was kind of close in level. I thought maybe I would still pull through. I beat Chuck, which wasn't. It was a little easier than I thought. So I beat Chuck, and I moved on to heading back to Olivine City. I can't remember what it was, but on the way there, I ran into a trainer that had 2 Gyarados, and he used Thrash. The first Thrash didn't really hurt that much. My Raticate used Hyper Fang and dealt damage, brought it down to about it was in the red. I used Hyper Fang again. I should have used Quick Attack looking back because that would have made more sense. Hindsight's always 20/20, right? But I used Hyper Fang again. Hyper Fang misses. Thrash hits Raticate. And I think that's one of those attacks that gets stronger every time. But this one also happened to critical hit. Raticate died, which means I lost access to Raticate, Pidgeotto, who's flying normal, and Miltank, who is the last Pokemon that I could use Surf with. And the only other Pokemon that I could use that could learn Surf are Dratini, which I wouldn't get for a very long time, and Rhyhorn, which is on Victory Road. So I got fudged in the box. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I got flippity flipped. How about that? Water routes are treacherous. They're basically giant patches of tall grass with trainers popping up at the worst possible times. Yeah, I didn't have to fight that trainer. I chose to because I thought it'd be good experience, right? And level up my Magmar, who I wanted to use Magmar, who I just taught Strength to. So he was going to be very useful. And then I just lost. I just lost everything. All my marbles. Gone. No more marbles. I had to do the Bean Boozled challenge for for my punishment. So I ate one of each of the Bean Boozled beans, as you can see here. On this side. I just did all 5, tossed them in the old mouth hole, the old word box, and nearly died, but I made it. There's still some lingering flavor in my throat too, so whew. Yeah, I lost. But now I can move on to the next challenge, or I can move on to some other content. These videos probably won't come out until like August, maybe, as far as like the editing of them goes. This last episode was like an hour, which is actually kind of works out because the edit that I did for last week's episode ended up being 30 minutes, and I was gonna have to like go through and do like final cuts and pull stuff out that I didn't really need in there. But now I think I can just go ahead and split that video in half and then like tack on this video to the end of like the second half, and it'll be much cleaner, I think. Oh no. Several years ago, someone at work brought a bunch of normal jelly beans and you dumped Bean Boozled ones into the mix. Oh, dude. I always think about stuff like that. So I'm not a very good practical joker, right? I like to think that I am, but I'm not. And as an example, when I was a kid, my aunts and uncles came over to my mom's house to help her like clean out some stuff. I don't really know if it was because like there was some kind of like someone reported her or something like that. I don't know exactly why they came over to help. I can't remember. But my aunts and uncles came over and they helped my mom kind of clean up the house a little bit. And my aunt had like, she had gotten like a Pepsi or something and she put it up on the kitchen counter. And my, practical joking ass thought it'd be really funny to put a whole bunch of salt and pepper in there. And I mean, it was a lot of salt and pepper. I remember pouring a bunch in there. Salt, pepper, I just put so much in there. And I was like devilishly waiting for my aunt to pick up the cup and drink it. I was like looking like, oh, is she gonna do it? Oh, here it goes. And she did it. And she got so mad at me. Like, it wasn't like oh, you silly goose. Like, she got pissed. And in hindsight, she was probably upset about some other stuff, but taking it out on me or whatever. But yeah, it was a bad time to do that. So I think about stuff like that, of like, giving somebody a spicy Cheeto when they want a regular one, or slipping in some Bean Boozled jelly beans when they're eating regulars, and thinking, oh man, what if this accidentally kills that person? Like, what if they have a heart attack or something? That would suck. Like, so I generally try not to do that just because I don't know how it's going to go. And in my experience, it's never gone good. So all these prank YouTube channels are like, yeah, this will be funny. And then like the person on the receiving end of the prank is like, they're okay with it. They're like, oh, that was funny, yada, yada. But that's not how it would go for me. I have a feeling. You put a nice safe label on the next treat someone brought. Not a trap. That's the least you could have done. But yeah, I don't do practical jokes anymore. Yeah. And you know what? The salt and pepper in the Pepsi glass wasn't really that big of a deal. Like, and I'm sure my aunt doesn't even remember it. I'm pretty sure if I asked her about it, she would not remember that. But that left a lasting impression for, what, 30 years? I was probably under 10 years old when I did that. Yeah, it's crazy. Buttered popcorn, jelly bean? That doesn't even make any sense. You would think it'd be like strawberry or something normal. I also have these other jelly beans here that I've never eaten, but it's got the classics, cocktail classics, smoothie blend, ice cream flavor, soda pop shop, and citrus mix. I've got 2 boxes of these. I've never had them. They look good. I don't know if I could. Buttered popcorn, I don't think is vile. It's okay. At least in my opinion, but I don't think it's worth the favorite. It's not the favorite, right? It's not the favorite. We changed the game we're playing today to just chatting because we're not playing Pokemon Silver anymore. Yeah, butter popcorn's just okay. You taste it and you're like, oh, this is good. But it's not like, give me a whole bag of those good, you know? It's just good. What should we change the title to? I do want to film a video real quick, if you guys are cool with it. I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know why it came up, but having some commentary might be okay. I'm trying to think how I'd want to do it. I might not do it here. This might be the second episode, actually. The first episode I think I'll do offline. But I want to go back. I found this website that actually has like what's the word, scans or archives of like classic gaming magazines. So not Game Informer I think is one of them too, but they also have like PlayStation Magazine, PSM, Game Pro, Nintendo Power. They have like all these different like archives of magazines. And for some reason, I was like, I want to go back and look at some of those articles and just read through them and see them again, because there's so many cool like articles and so many cool games, and there's so many cool topics and things we can talk about just from like looking at some of those old magazines. And I think a good place to start would be like around the like Ocarina of Time era, around that era. Maybe even Pokemon. We might look for like a Pokemon like article or something around that time. I think it might be fun to kind of like look at some of those old issues and talk about them, reminisce about some of the old stuff. It also might tie into a direction that I want to take the channel. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but I think it's still going to have like, you know, Mario Kart and, you know, Smash and, you know, GameCube games, classic games, stuff like that. But I kind of want to incorporate like older, like not 90s nostalgia into the channel a little bit, and I think looking at like old magazines might be a good way to do that. So let's try it out. Let's see if we can get let's look for a Nintendo Power that talks about Legend of Zelda. There's EGM. Hold on. So here's the website here. Retromags.com. Let me start recording. So here's the website. This is retromags.com. They've got so many different like publications and different things. This is the US, so they've got like, you know, Game Now, Game Pro, Electronic Gaming Monthlies here. I think Nintendo Power is on here. Nintendo Power, check it out. And then you can just kind of scroll through like episode 1 or issue 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think it's like full scans of every page. I'm not really sure how it, like what it looks like when you download it, but you can download it and stuff. So up here we've got June 95, Donkey Kong, Mortal Kombat 3, which is one I'll cover in a different episode. Killer Instinct 2. Some of this stuff is like so cool, like looking at these covers and stuff. Like thinking about how like people do like thumbnails for YouTube and everyone's got like a limited Photoshop experience. Like looking back at some of this stuff, like I don't know how you do this back then. Probably the same way, I guess, but you need a powerful computer and stuff. It's insane. But I think it's going to be page 3. Street Fighter 2 Turbo? Dude. This is insane. So, Super Street Fighter 2 came out like literally, what, July 94, and Street Fighter 2 Turbo was August 93, like a year later. Zelda wasn't... Was Zelda 98? What year was Zelda? I can't remember. I thought it was 95, but maybe it was 97 or 98. Diddy Kong Racing. Yeah, 98. The infamous Castlevania 2 Nintendo Power cover. On the Yoshi Island cover one. Ooh. You know what'd be cool? Like, I think it'd be pretty cool to be able to like sell these covers as a like a framed photo or something. Mario Party. I don't think people would love to have like this Beetle Adventure Racing one probably wouldn't sell very well, but some of these might be pretty cool. Banjo-Kazooie might be cool. There's the Yoshi Story one. That one looks pretty awesome. I don't think nobody would want this one really. I don't think, but yeah, some of these Nintendo Powers covers are just pretty neat. Here's the Zelda one. Let's see what this looks like if you can download it, if you can look at it. So, classified information: NFL Blitz, Banjo-Kazooie, Mission Impossible, F1 World Grand Prix, Forsaken, Aero Fighters, Major League Baseball, Aero Gauge, Warzone, Mike Piazza's Strike Zone. Strategies for several games, including Banjo-Kazooie, Superman 64 preview. We got to read that. Let's see. And then it's got now playing Zelda Ocarina of Time, Fighting Force 64, Body Harvest, Turok 2. I played Turok 2 just on a whim, and I didn't think I was going to like it, and I ended up loving the game. I don't think I beat it, but I ended up loving the game. It was one of the first games I was like pushing through and powering through, and I didn't really know what I was doing, but it was one of those things where I felt like I was getting better, and I was understanding the game a little bit more every level or whatever, so it was cool. Okay, so let's download, see what comes up here. I think the file type, it's CHZ. I don't know what that is. See if I can look it up. I guess you can do it. There's a website you can use to look at it. Okay. So I've got the file downloaded, right? Is it going to let me open it now? No, it doesn't. Okay, so here's this other website. That's CBZ. Wait, this is just a compressed file? Is that all this is? I'm confused. It's a bunch of pages. Oh. Look at that high-res cover, though. That's really cool. Look, $4.95 in the US. That's insane. It was a $5 magazine. I guess that's about right. I think that's what I remember paying for most of them. I just want to view it. Let me see if maybe I can open it and I thought that's what happened, but is that page 1? Maybe it is. No. They don't. Okay, what's the file type again? CBZ? Yeah, CBZ. We'll look again here. That's weird. Okay, so it looks like it's just a zip file, basically. So if I go in here and open it with my zip file extractor, it should work. But now I gotta find my zip file extractor. Yep, okay, looks like it's gonna work. All right, get ready to be filled with nostalgia, everybody. I'll give you guys a few more seconds to prepare yourself because I need to blow my nose. So give me just a second. just realized I know what the problem was when we played Pokemon. I wasn't wearing my yin yang turtle necklace, so I didn't have good luck. It's a good luck necklace. I didn't wear it. So of course that move critical hit, because I didn't have my good luck charm around my neck. Like some kind of stupid idiot. Alright. This is the cover, as I know you've seen. Nintendo Power, issue number... 174? Or 114. Issue 114 of Nintendo Power. I think we can just go to the next page. Yeah. So, N64 Pack Peaks, Rogue Squadron, Superman. We've got awesome strategies for Body Harvest, Buck Bumble. I've not heard of that game in a long time. Buck Bumble, Extreme G2, Fighting Force 64, Glover, NHL 99, Scars, and Wipeout 64. The greatest adventure of all time begins. Who remembers playing Legend of Zelda for the very first time? I know I did. That was my very first Zelda game too, and I honestly was blown away. Play around with this, and or we'll show you how to do a sweeping swing cut and do some serious... What? That doesn't make any sense. So, this is a cool artwork though. I'm actually not sure I've ever seen this artwork before. I know I saw a lot of Zelda concept art and like pictures of like Link that they used everywhere, but I don't think I've ever seen that one. Adventure is about to begin. Are you ready? No, are you really ready? Because this is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. One wrong move and you're going to the dungeon without supper. Listen, you want to get the scoop on the rules of the land? Get Nintendo Power Magazine, baby. The ultimate source for strategies, secret codes, wicked moves, and tips to make your friends go ooh and your opponents go ouch. It's up to you. You can become a time bandit or sit in the corner dungeon boy. Do yourself a favor, get Nintendo Power and stay on top. You'll get the scoop on Zelda as well as the rest of Nintendo's slammin' family of games. Even better, when you order today, you can bank on official Player's Guide soundtrack CD or $10 off a Zelda game pack. So you see the number at the bottom, make the right move, call, order today, and become a legend tomorrow. Yeah, they were giving out the Legend of Zelda soundtrack CD when you like, I guess, subscribed to Nintendo Power. I wish I'd had subscriptions to Nintendo Power, but I never really did. And I don't think I had any subscriptions except for PlayStation Magazine eventually, because I liked the content that they provided. Let me change scenes here, though, because I feel like you guys can't see that. Whoops. All right. What just happened? That's not what I wanted to do. You had a subscription? That's awesome. I think I wanted one, but I guess I always felt like it was a situation where, like, if I subscribed, like, it was hard to unsubscribe. So I felt like my mom... I kind of felt like it was a ripoff, kind of, or that my mom would see it that way, so I never really asked for one. But I'm sure she would have done that if I'd asked her. But I did buy a bunch of different magazines from the store. Whenever we were at the grocery store, I tried to get one. I feel like it's cut off somehow. I don't know why. So it's your move. Oh, you might take an eye out. Okay, I see. So this is like just an insert to subscribe. So play around with this, and you might take out an eye. Cut above the rest. We're talking a small chunk of change here at $19.95 a year. That's actually really cheap. That's 12 jam-packed issues dropped right at your door, giving you the edge you need to become a legend in your own time. And is there more? Does Dodongo smell? Of course there's more. There's the January bonus issue and superpower stamps to spend like cash on cool accessories from the subscriber exclusive Superpower Supplies catalog. Order now, and you can also get a $10 discount on a Zelda game pack, an official player's guide, or a Rockin' Game soundtrack. So this is just us like trying to advertise the subscription, which I think this is a cool advertisement. Oh, this, I missed out on this. I was so pissed that I missed out on this. Like, this is the gold cartridge for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Mine, when it came in, if I can find it real quick. Yeah. So I pre-ordered this, right? I pre-ordered the gold cartridge at GameStop, or I guess it was FuncoLand at the time, and it was supposed to come with the gold cartridge. It was supposed to come with like a duffel bag, like a gold duffel bag full of like a gold controller or something like that. They gave out a bunch of pre-order bonuses for this game, and I pre-ordered it like the first day that I could, but I guess that I was late and I didn't get a chance to get the gold cartridge or any of the gold accessories, so I ended up having to get the regular boring gray edition, which I don't even think this version has Ganon with red blood, because that was one of the version differences in the gold cartridge. There's, at the end of the game, Ganon would spit like green blood. No. At the end of the game, Ganon would spit red blood when you dealt the final blow to him. But I know that some of the gray cartridges still did that, but after that, they changed it to green blood, so it wasn't as like controversial or whatever. So there's that. Let's see. Oh, Pokemon was in full swing, so we got the Pokemon advertisement here. That's cool. I love that. There are some nasty bugs going around. Buck Bumble. Never played Buck Bumble. I can't say I've ever played that one. I kind of want to now. I feel like I should play that. Hit like if you want to see me play Buck Bumble for the N64, because I remember this going around as like this is being promoted pretty heavily, but I never played it. I forgot it existed until today. Yeah, the moon symbol and the music in the fire temple were all changed. Yep, that's correct. I remember. Let me go back. Hold on. Yeah, Ganon with red blood, the moon symbol, and the music in the fire temple were all changed. That's correct. I remember that. I didn't know if they changed anything at the time, but I know it's pretty obvious now. You can go back and look at the different versions. The rest of the Buck Bumble advertisement, 2-page advert. Beginning his noble quest, young Link faces the perils of the Deku Tree, Dodongo's Cavern, and Jabu Jabu's Belly. Step into Hyrulean legend yourself and enter these dangerous dungeons beginning on page 16. They only talk about young Link there. Ooh, Body Harvest, Glover, Game Boy Color. Interesting. I guess these are contents like strategy guide contents. Player's Pulse. I feel like we need to read some of this. Hold on. Let's go through some of this. In response to your question on whether or not you should retire the Super NES charts, I say no. I've been waiting years for the release of Ocarina of Time, not only because I'm a Zelda fanatic, but also because I really want to see Zelda sweep the power charts for all categories. If you take the SNES charts out now, Nintendo Power readers won't get to witness this rare event. Zelda must claim its title as the most popular game ever for all systems. Okay. As long as Super NES is out there, you should keep a category for it on the power charts. I know you have to keep up with the times, but it's not fair that the N64 gets all the credit. Until the N64 came along, we were all satisfied with the Super NES. Now all everyone wants is graphics. Somehow that doesn't seem right. You know what, Sherry Matthews? I agree with you completely. Like, I think that's a very astute observation. And it hasn't changed. I think all anybody ever wants is graphics these days, and I know that that's like You got to have a 4K, you got to have a big screen, you got to have, you know, 120 frames per second, but that's not all that it takes to make a great game. Those are great things if you have them, but it's not necessary. Let's see. Some of the artwork down here, this Yoshi artwork, look at this. That's cool. Bomberman postcard. That's neat. Imagine sending in your artwork to Nintendo Power and they actually get like, they put it in their magazine. This is really neat. Which brings the question: has anybody sent in artwork to a magazine and actually gotten it published in that magazine? I know I've seen these, but I almost feel like some of these are just people who like knew the people that were putting out the magazines, and maybe they had a competitive edge to get their artwork in. But this is a really cool Bomberman art. I'm staring at it like that's really cool. The more I look at it, the more I appreciate it. And yeah, this Yoshi one is actually kind of terrifying. Yeah, true. That's true, Yoshi. You do have to know how to draw. So, I know I didn't at the time. I was one of those kids in school where like I was one of those kids in school where, you know, teacher would ask a question and I would think about it for a couple seconds and then I would come up with the right answer. I would be like, oh, okay, the answer is this. And then I'd raise my hand. But by the time like my hand went up, like 3 other people had their hand up first and the teacher called on them. So it was kind of annoying because like I remember the names of the people that always got called on by the teacher. Because like the teacher would ask a question and then their hand would just immediately go up and the teacher would go, okay, Brian. And I'm like, this guy again. He always has the right answer. And it takes me a little longer to get it. Yeah, but come on. Stop calling on Brian. Yeah, that was a little frustrating. Why do the pictures I print from my Game Boy printer fade? Because it's not ink, it's more of a thermal thing, which is it works like receipts, I think. Like thermal receipts, the way they used to work. So your teacher did the same, didn't mind. You know, I guess in the end I didn't really mind either, but I think what ended up happening was that I kind of faded into this idea of, okay, well, I know the answer. I could raise my hand, but that guy's going to get it and the teacher's going to call on him, so what's the point? I'll just stay quiet. It was annoying. Yeah, I was shy too, though, so I get it. I wanted to like give the right answer and know that I'm right. I wanted that validation, but I never could get it because they never called on me. So putting the video in video games. My friends say that other systems are better than the N64 because they can display cool video cutscenes. I don't have any doubt the N64 is the best system out there, but I wonder why Nintendo does not put full motion videos in its games. Is it because of the space? FMV scenes are no stranger to N64 games. Just look at the intro and 2 finales in Banjo-Kazooie or the multiple endings of Mortal Kombat 4. Lack of memory is hardly an issue, considering that Zelda Ocarina of Time features around an hour's worth of FMV scenes, while never skimping on the detailed graphics or its abundance of sprawling areas. That is a shitty response, dude. Oh my god. Like, what this person's asking is, why are there not FMV scenes like the ones in Final Fantasy VII or Resident Evil? Like, those are full motion video scenes. His answer says that, like, you know, Banjo-Kazooie's intro is an FMV, and it's not. It's an in-game cutscene, which is not a full motion video cutscene. So, and the Mortal Kombat endings were not the same as the PlayStation Mortal Kombat endings. They were actually changed quite a bit. So, yeah. I mean, I guess it's more of a spin on what this person's asking. Like, Like they're spinning it in a way that makes it look like the N64 does have cutscenes, but that's not what they are. In Banjo-Kazooie, what is Kazooie saying when she jumps? To me, it sounds like bree, as in red-crested breagle, the type of bird she is. Other times, it sounds like she's saying free, like she's happy to be free from the backpack. You got it right the first time, Luke. Unlike the lyrics of the Yoshi Story song, we know what Kazooie is saying, and it's bree. In Volume 110 on page 22 of Banjo-Kazooie's strategy for Freeze Easy Peak, Mr. Vile is shown by Boggy's caption, "Someone help poor Boggy." How did you do this? Is this some unreleased code? Mr. Vile is shown by Boggy's caption. It's not the result of a code or anything that you can do on your game. We wanted to get the BK info to... How do I change pages? I need to go to the next page. There it is. To you as soon as possible. So we took some screenshots from the game before it was finished. In the pre-production version of BK, we were using Mr. Vile appeared in place of any yet-to-be-programmed talking heads like Boggy. That's interesting. There's a pre-production version of Banjo-Kazooie. I'm fascinated by like all these like pre-production versions of games because some of them are actually really cool. Like there's a channel called Hard for Games that goes over as many like beta versions of games as they can find. They've actually come across quite a few of them. Even some of those like taller N64 cartridges that had the ability to dump games onto them and then rewrite games however they needed to. They found some of those with games with like beta games on them, and it's really cool to look at their channel and see some of the things that they found. They even found some unreleased games. They even found some blue disc 64 disc drive games that are incredibly hard to find. So, hearing that there is a pre-production version of BK that didn't have the correct like talking head in place of where it should be is actually kind of interesting. And the intro screen for Major League Baseball, I don't really care about that. If you want me to read that, let me know. I'm going to skip it. I think racing games need to have a cool storyline to make them more interesting. Diddy Kong Racing was a great racing game because it had a very cool storyline and it was an adventure racing game. They should make more of its kind. I don't disagree necessarily. Are racing games giving me road rage? Not likely. Almost every racing game is different in some way. The games that give me rage are soccer and hockey games. There's 6 of each or so. How different can they be? It's kind of a cool basic like Link drawing. I like that. Final Fantasy 3. Although technically it's 6, I think. Unless this might be 3 actually. What's he saying? Come on. The ladies love you. What's your secret? They dig guys who can dance. All right. I think racing games aren't just racing games. I think they are a way for people who may be racing fans to see what drivers go through when they're racing in real life. It's not a bad take. Especially games like Gran Turismo nowadays where you have like 24-hour races and things like that. Like that's ridiculous. Like you can simulate that in your living room. Real-time 24-hour races. It's insane. Power charts for issue 114 of Nintendo Power. N64 Top 10, GoldenEye 007. I think that was an insanely popular game. Arguably, Perfect Dark was a better game, but yeah, I think it deserves it. Banjo-Kazooie, incredible game. WWF Warzone, sure. I mean, if you like wrestling games, I know a lot of my friends did at the time, but I didn't really enjoy them. Mario 64 was still at the top. It was number 6 the previous month. It's been on the charts for 26 months straight. GoldenEye was 23. WCW versus NWO. Wildlife Country Club. Golf Classic. 1080 Snowboarding. Mission Impossible. Star Fox 64 and Mario Kart 64. 23 weeks for Mario Kart. I think that, or 23 months for Mario Kart. That's well deserved. Star Fox is a great game too. Love that game. Super Nintendo Legend of Zelda Link to the Past was number 1. 81 months on the charts for Link to the Past. Mario RPG for 31 months. Donkey Kong Country 3 for 25 months. This was not my favorite Donkey Kong Country, but it definitely had its own like flavor and style. I remember playing it and just I liked the way it looked. It was a different, like, Donkey Kong Country 2 was about pirates and stuff. This one's more about like the forest. But I thought it was awesome. It was a fun game, but I think 2 was my favorite. DKC 1, 49 months on the chart. DKC 2, 43 months. Final Fantasy 3, my first Final Fantasy game ever, was 47 months. Super Mario Kart, 67 months. Chrono Trigger, 40 months. I never actually played this until I got older, but I liked it. I never finished it, but I did like it. Final Fantasy 2 for 72 months. And Yoshi's Island Mario World 2 for 37 months. That game was also incredible. One of the first games I rented and beat all the way through. It was a super fun game. I have to say that Mario World 2 was a good mix of being just easy enough while also being challenging and very fun. All the DKCs and Final Fantasies and Chrono Trigger. Yeah, dude, so many good memories. All the games on this list, I played like crazy. Donkey Kong Country, I got like 101%, 102%, something like that. I think Donkey Kong Country 2, I had 108% complete on that game. But then a friend of mine, well, my sister's boyfriend, like wanted to borrow it and take it over to his friend's house, and it stayed there for a while with my Super Nintendo, by the way. It stayed there for like 2 or 3 months. And then I finally demanded that it come back, and he finally brought it back, but he didn't have the game. So I think what happened is that he took it somewhere and he sold it. And then when I demanded it back, he had to go find another Super Nintendo to give to me, because the one that I got back was not in the same condition. It actually had like stains on it from the kind of stains you get from smoking, and I know they smoked in that house, so I don't know. Anyway, not a great memory for DKC2, but I played the shit out of this game and it was so much fun. All right, let's see. Game Boy charts. Link's Awakening, extremely good game, wonderful game. I played it on the Game Boy after I played Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Amazing game. Can't say I ever played James Bond 007, but sure. Maybe it was a holiday release and people got into it for the holidays. Donkey Kong Land 3. Probably a good game. I don't think I ever played it. Hit me up in the comments if you want to see me play Donkey Kong Land 3. I'll give it a shot. See how it is. Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. I think I have this game. 71 months on the chart. That's insane. And Final Fantasy Legend 3. And then what's this down here? Most Wanted. Ooh, this actually has some really cool games on it. So, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for N64, obviously. N64 disc drive, RIP on the N64 disc drive, never came out in America and only had a limited release in Japan. That's insane. B-Fits, welcome to the stream. Mario 64 2 for the N64 never came out, but I think a lot of people were excited for a sequel to Mario 64. Turok 2, I mentioned this earlier or in a previous video. Seeds of Evil, one of my first like shooter games that I really liked. WCW NWO Revenge, I'm sure it's good, never played it. Pokemon, Game Boy, yes. It wasn't. I wasn't really excited about this until it came closer to release, and then I was over the moon for it. Game Boy Color, South Park N64. I played that. It wasn't great. GoldenEye and WWE Warzone. Good stuff. I'm not a big wrestling fan, if you didn't know. More letters. Thanks for the memories. Yeah, South Park, right? South Park is weird. I know Det was playing South Park on his channel the other day, a new South Park game, and it got a little raunchy. It got a little raunchy in the middle of the game. I promise you the N64 South Park was nothing like that. I, like many others, was thrilled with the idea of a controller pack, a way to save game data so you can take it to a friend's house. It even allows you to save from a rental game so you can rent it again a week later, knowing that you could resume from where you left off. Great idea. It seems like in many of the new games like Mission Impossible and GoldenEye, there's no controller pack support. I look forward to seeing more games that use a controller pack. Yeah. Sorry, Danny Guterman. That just didn't happen. They didn't use the controller pack that often, which sucks. There's a Ocarina rhyme. People are waiting, holding vigils at the store, waiting for the arrival of Zelda 64. There, they are shivering from head to toe, in anticipation of the genius of Shigeru Miyamoto. For the land of Hyrule is a magical place. Players move around in perfect 3D space. They can meet local villagers and see their smiles, or go to a field and see for miles. Now the release date has been set. I hope this release date can be met. For us, there is a lesson to be learned that true life begins on November 23rd. Yeah. I mean, this person was clearly excited about Zelda, so that's cool. True life also begins on page 16. In this issue, we start our Ocarina of Time strategy reviews, but some of you adventurers may want to skip this article if you'd rather have the game's secrets and mysteries left untold. He really should have responded in a rhyme. I'm kind of mad that the person didn't respond in a rhyme. That's fine. Yeah, controller pack was a great idea. It basically was a memory card. Like, the controller pack was basically a memory card. And the thing is that they didn't need memory cards in that day because cartridges could save all that data for you. But I just don't know why they never allowed you to, like, in Ocarina of Time, for example, transfer your save file to a controller pack. You know, take it to another person's house and play it there. But, I mean, in all honesty, the cartridge wasn't that hard to carry around. And since you didn't need to have a controller pack, you could save it on the cartridge. There wasn't really a need to implement that feature. So I get it. But it's a little frustrating that it wasn't utilized more effectively. That's all. The Rumble Pack took up the controller pack spot. Yep, it's hard to argue with that. You were a child, not allowed to play it at the time. So I actually bought this. Isn't it odd that I have all this stuff within arm's reach, first of all? But secondly, I had this Rumble Pack, which it's a Rumble Pack, but it also, I could like flip a switch and change it to a memory card, the controller pack. So this little switch right here, I'm not sure if you'd be able to see it. Change scenes for you, I guess. Yo, my face is blocked. What are you doing? Yeah, so this switch right here, it's on save right now, so it's a controller pack. But if I flip it over to the side, it's a Rumble Pack. So this was a really cool device, and it was third party, and I'm so glad that third parties were allowed to do stuff like that, because Nintendo kind of dropped the ball on their first party products. But of course they wanted more money for their accessories, so I understand. All right. What you really, really want. Ever since your Power Awards, you haven't been able to avoid making references to the Spice Girls. I heard there's going to be a Spice Girls game. I hope that ends their career, but of course that would end all of this great Spice Girls comedy, wouldn't it? You'll be happy to know we were very excited to print your letter, if only to fulfill our monthly Spice Girls reference quota. You'll also be glad to hear that there won't be a Spice Girls game for the N64. Isn't there a Spice Girls game for the PlayStation? There is a Spice Girls game for PlayStation. It's called Spice World, based on the movie. This is the wiki page for it. Yeah, Spice Girls, Spice World. Yeah. Hit me up in the comments if you want to see me play Spice World for the PlayStation. They've got songs. I think it's a rhythm game, isn't it? There are teen dance moves applicable, each one a different combination of 4 buttons. It's 5 special moves. Is it a dance game? I can't tell. In the game, players go through different stages to prepare the animated Spice Girls for a live television performance. The game starts out in the mixing room where the player chooses the song the group will perform. In the order each of its 9 sections will be played. From the mixing room, the game then moves into dance practice where the player gets to choreograph the dance routines for the group's performance by hitting button combinations as they appear on the screen. The player then records the routines by programming each animated Spice Girls dance step one by one. Routines recorded in one member of the group can also be copied to another member. So you act as the camera person during the TV show? Okay, I'm done reading that. I know more about Spice Girls than I ever wanted to know, so we're going to move on. Stream it sometime? Animation is rarely done live. Isn't that a Simpsons quote? I feel like that's a Simpsons quote. So here we got Bubble Bobble, Yoshi. Look at this Yoshi, Yoshi. He's getting bitten by a Bubble Bobble dude. The takeover. It's Bubble Bobble dragons taking over. Cool. All right, let's find some interesting stuff here. Okay, so I have a pet peeve in gaming. And this one kind of fits in that same category. My pet peeve is when I watch E3 or I watch like the Game Awards or I watch some kind of like thing where a brand new game is being showcased for the first time and you look at the game, the trailer comes on, and by the end of the trailer you have no idea what the game is about or what even the gameplay is like. Especially if it's a new IP and you don't know anything about what they're trying to sell you. It's actually very frustrating. I think a good example of that is Bugsnax. To this day, I have no idea what the fuck you're supposed to do in Bugsnax. But I watched the trailer. I should know, right? Because I watched the trailer, but I have no idea. The game's been out for a while, so you know, maybe I would love the game. Maybe it's a game that I would actually love to play. But because your trailer sucked, I didn't touch it. So this is a good example. Like, what the hell? What is this game? You know what? This might be... Yeah, it's a... I went on a whole tangent. I didn't click the next page. Body Harvest. Alright, so this is an alien shooter game. But I know that because I've seen other stuff on it. So yeah, Body Harvest. I've heard this game was not bad, but I think I'm thinking of Jet Force Gemini. But I've heard Body Harvest is okay. Oh. Let's look at these screenshots. Ocarina. You know what? I guess when I was younger, I always thought that these gaming publications had like software that they could use to take pictures to put in their magazine. But I'm looking at these screenshots, and to be honest with you, these screenshots look like they just took a Polaroid camera and pointed it at the screen. And that never occurred to me. I always thought they had some kind of software like an Elgato or something like that that would help them take better screenshots. But that's not what we're looking at. These look like just pictures taken from a camera. To learn your basic adventure moves, head to the Know-It-All Brothers house and the fenced area on the plateau beside Link's home. There's not really much anything on here, I don't think. When Navi the fairy has a hint for you, her icon will appear at the top of the screen. Press the C button to hear her advice. She'll also yell at you. Hey, listen! The story begins with an amateurish Link being the only Kokiri child without a fairy. When his fairy finally arrives, she reveals his destiny to save all of Hyrule. As of press time, Ocarina of Time was still being perfected, so a few surprises not revealed in this article may be in store. Ooh, this is the actual article, I think. This could be cool. If I can get to the next page. The developers don't know either. You're right. Alright. Hyrule Field. In the middle of your game map sits Hyrule Field, the grassy expanse that serves as the center of the Legend of Zelda universe, since almost every major area, including Kokiri Forest, Hyrule Castle, Kakariko Village, and Lake Hylia, branches from this central region. You'll revisit it often throughout your adventures. I've read that wrong. You'll revisit it often throughout the various whistle stops you make during your quest. That's cool. Lake Hylia? That's not right. Oh, that is right. Okay. So I thought, okay, so this is the castle entrance, Kokiri Forest. I thought this was the Zora domain, and I was like, nah, that's not right. But it's not. It's Hyrule. It's right. Everything's right. Kokiri Forest. This is like pre-release too, so all this, everything in this article is like before the game came out. So if you really wanted to know everything there was to know about Zelda, this is where you learn it. It's a little strategy review. The Deku Tree. Queen Goma. People are beating Queen Goma in less than 4 seconds these days. It's actually insane. And then they're using like bugs and bottles and stuff to warp from Goma's from the boss battle room with Goma into the very final boss fight of the entire game, which you can actually fight as young Link. It's actually quite insane. The legend unfolds. That's cool. Oh, yes, a poster. I remember that one. That one's so cool. I love this poster. You can see the crease too. You can see where they had to fold it and try to make it as flat as possible. And kill people with a stick. Yep. I love this. Such a cool poster. Sneaking into the castle, the Lost Woods. By defeating each of the major enemies in the game, you'll earn one of the 3 spiritual stones needed to unlock the Temple of Time. Happy Mask Shop, you can become a sales rep, but the store won't open until you show Zelda's letter to the 2nd Kakariko Village Guard. Man, this game was so fun. Goron City, Kakariko Village, Dodongo's Cavern. This is like a full-on strategy guide for the first, like, for everything that you do as young Link. This is crazy. To the Temple of Time. And in here they talk about how you put the stones in, you grab the sword, and you become adult Link. When Link awakens from his Rip Van Winkle slumber in the Temple of Time, he'll discover that 7 years have passed and ages of more epic adventure lie ahead. Link will learn that Ganondorf has turned upside down the peaceful world he once knew, and the 6 sages' medallions and mysterious Sheikah may be the keys to reversing the disorder. 7 years is a lot of lost time. It's a good thing you'll have to wait only until next month to catch up. This sentence kind of makes me mad, though. Link will learn that Ganondorf has turned upside down the peaceful world he once knew, and the 6 sages' medallions and a mysterious Sheikah may be the keys to reversing the disorder. Like, that's a long sentence, first of all, but Link will learn that Ganondorf has turned upside down the peaceful world he once knew. That's such a weird sentence. Like, I'm not a grammar expert. I just feel like that's a very hard sentence to read through. Whoever wrote that should be reprimanded immediately. The Nightmare continues on N64. What's this? Nightmare creatures from Activision? Did anyone actually play this game? 28 killer moves to mutilate beasts and zombies. Battle 21 monsters in eerie 3D environments. Huh. Interesting. Oh, Rogue Squadron. You guys. I rented this game from Blockbuster, right? And I played the shit out of this game. Like, this is one of the first games I played where I started at like 8 o'clock at night, something like that, right? And I remember being like, okay, I'm done for today. I think I've done enough in Star Wars Rogue Squadron for tonight. Time to go to bed. And I looked outside and it was daytime. The sun was coming up. And I was like, oh my God, I played this game for like 14 hours. Just ridiculous amounts of time playing this game. Probably one of my top 10 N64 games of all time, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I know I haven't played every N64 game, but this game was so freaking good. X-Wing, Trust the Force. God, it was so good. It had really great flight mechanics. The story was really good. It had like medals too, so every level had like different like levels of how well you did, and getting like a platinum medal in every level was kind of a challenge that you could put on yourself, which was really cool. Have I considered streaming Superman 64? I considered it years ago. Like, I started streaming in... Hold on, let's hold that thought for a second, because I think this magazine does touch on Superman 64. I'll talk about it then. So ask that question again when we get to the Superman 64 page, Exotron. Planetary Exploration, Imperial Complications, V-Wing, and how terrible it is. Yeah, that game, Superman 64 is awful. Rogue graphics, sound factor. God, I wish I could just go back and experience this game again for the first time. Hey, it's Glover. Introducing a new hero on the N64. This is one of those characters that I think if this character ever made it into Smash, I think I'd be pretty pissed off, because like Spyro and Crash are much better selections. But I thought this was going to be the last character because it's basically like Master Hand, but not really. So obviously I was wrong. But it would have been funny, I think. Buck Bumble, I think we saw that advertisement earlier. Again, if you want me to play it, put it in the comments. I actually don't know anything about this game. I've never played it before. Sounds interesting. The secretary will call you an ambulance as soon as she dislodges her head from the radiator. What? Mortal Kombat? Ah, Rush 2, Extreme Racing USA. I remember the arcade version of San Francisco Rush, and it was really cool. I played the Dreamcast version, and it was also really fun, but the N64 versions were not that great, comparatively. I think they were still fun, but they weren't that great compared to the arcade version. I played a little bit of NFL Blitz. I didn't really like it that much. It was okay, but I was just getting into football at the time, and I can't really say I was in love with it. It was just an interesting way to play football. I guess there's Raiden Shinnok are in this game. NFL Blitz is hitting football fans with the force of a 350-pound linebacker, and these codes should add even more mayhem to your gridiron grandstanding. To access special characters, enter one of the names below and the appropriate pin number before you begin your game. Whoever has the ball will have that character's head. Different codes as well you can put in. It's interesting. Ooh, is this like codes and stuff? Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie. So this is actually funny because Banjo-Kazooie had codes in it. This is one of them. So unlimited gold feathers. We didn't figure out this code in time for the last issue, but better late than never. First, play up to Treasure Trove Cove without ever transforming at Mumbo's hut. Now, collect the Jiggy in the underwater castle in Treasure Trove Cove. Enter the sandcastle and spell cheat on the floor tiles. Now spell the phrase a golden glow to protect Banjo. Leaving out the spaces between words, you'll now have unlimited supply of golden feathers. So this sandcastle floor had so many secrets, some of which were not discovered for like 20 years. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding Banjo-Kazooie was the stop and swap aspects of the game and some of the secret items that you couldn't access, presumably until Banjo-Tooie came out. And the method in which you access those secret items was through the Treasure Trove Cove sandcastle floor. But you had to spell out this ridiculously long phrase. And once you did that, it would show you that you were able to get like the ice key or like some of the secret eggs. You couldn't do anything with them until ever because the game just never implemented stop and swap. But there is a really interesting article that you can read on stop and swap that talks about how it was supposed to work, why it didn't work. I actually had a Twitter conversation with someone who helped develop the game. I asked them why they didn't just use controller pack support, and they said that they didn't want people to like they wanted to reward people for buying multiple games. It's basically the same concept of like oh, you have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Here's some special clothing that you can wear in Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's basically that exact same concept, but it's on the N64. They couldn't get it to work because Nintendo was afraid that people would damage their consoles by doing the stop and swap. And they upgraded the N64 hardware at some point so that stop and swap was no longer possible. So they couldn't implement it, but they didn't want to use controller packs because they didn't want you to take like this save file from someone else's game, put it on your console, even though you never played the previous game. They wanted you to buy both games, so it was actually kind of interesting. And they wanted to reward you for buying more of their titles. They also were going to implement something like that for Donkey Kong 64, but they never did it because they had to remove it from Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. But in Donkey Kong 64, they were also going to reward you for having played Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie. while also implementing stop and swap, but they didn't make it happen. It sucks. Yeah, Extron. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's the main reason, I think, because the N64 hardware changed, but it was more. I think Nintendo was also concerned people would damage their console. But how it was supposed to work was like when you turn your console off, the N64 would have residual data in its RAM that wouldn't erase itself for I think it was like 3 to 5 seconds or something like that. So if you have Banjo-Kazooie in your cartridge or in your 64 and you turn off the console and within that 3 to 5 seconds you put in Banjo-Tooie and turn it back on, the game would recognize that you've done this and give you access to whatever items you found in Banjo-Kazooie. So the newer hardware basically would be like, it would erase that data instantly. And I think that's some of like the colored consoles, like the clear blue, clear purple, and other like the smoky consoles, and even the Pikachu console. Like some of those newer consoles are the ones that don't do it, that wouldn't. Some of those newer consoles are the ones that wouldn't save that data, so you just couldn't do stop and swap. Anyway. Keeping stuff in memory was Animal Crossing on the GameCube. What did it do? I probably know about it, but I can't remember right now. Oh yeah, I don't remember if I knew that actually. It makes sense though, because the game didn't really have a whole lot of like content to it. Like I feel like everything, yeah, all the Animal Crossing, the entirety of the Animal Crossing game fits in the GameCube's memory. That makes sense. Like I don't actually recall playing Animal Crossing and hearing the GameCube like loading the disc or whatever. So that makes sense. Actually, do I still have this game? Speaking of games that do that, Ridge Racer on PlayStation 1. Another great example of a game that does that. This game is actually cool because for Ridge Racer, you could put the game in the console, load it up, start playing it, and then take the disc out of the console. You could put in a music CD, and it would play your music on that CD while you're playing this game. It was very cool. And the game is actually pretty fun. I really enjoyed it. But Ridge Racer was one of the first games you could do that with. There's a few others. There's a few others too, but I know Ridge Racer did that. It was really fun. Let's see what else we got. Mission Impossible and F1 Grand Prix codes. Aero Gauge. I never played that game. Is this any good? I'm kind of curious about Aero Gauge. Maybe I should try it out. Warzone and Strike Zone. Skip those codes. And here we are. Superman 64 advertisement. The new Superman Adventures. This game is widely heralded as one of the worst games of all time. I guess there was a PlayStation version also, but I don't remember playing or seeing the PlayStation version. I don't remember it having such a bad rap. Not as bad as Superman 64. But yeah, you are Superman. You have the power, super strength, X-ray, heat vision, flight, and more. 16 mission-based levels. Battle enemies from the series, The New Superman Adventures, as seen on Kids WB. Up to 4 players simultaneously. That's not right. That's not right. Maybe this isn't the game I was thinking of. Hold on. No, that's it. Is it really 4 players? It says it's 4 players. Huh. I wonder what you can do with the other 3 players. It seems like it's a single player adventure. It seems weird that you'd be able to do 4 players on that. This is cool. Superman is here. Yeah, that's the game in its horrendous glory. So you asked me, have I ever considered playing this game on stream? And the answer is yes. When I first started streaming, I was doing my very first like YouTube video ever was a playthrough of Majora's Mask. With enough likes and comments, I could be convinced to go back and show that video off or do a reaction to that video. I think it's still on my channel, but it's like buried like super deep in the archives, and it's also not published, so I could certainly go back and watch it. But around that time, I was gonna like do video content for like old N64 games and retro stuff, and maybe I should have stuck to that, but I wanted to play new stuff too, so I didn't really stick to that. But yeah, Superman 64 was one of those games, and I'll show you something. I have the game, so I have Superman 64, and I also bought the cover or the box for Superman 64 because I wanted to kind of do like a cool like thumbnail or something. So it was gonna be something stupid like, and I never went back and played this game. And I think it was a situation where like I was playing like Majora's Mask, or I was like going through some of the older games, and I was like, ooh, this will be cool, but nobody was really watching the channel, so I don't think anybody really cared what I thought about N64 Superman at that time. And my mentality since then has changed, so, you know, it doesn't matter if people care about it or like it right now, as long as I can get something up and just, you know, have a video. But I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun to stream that or go through it or something like that. And, you know, plus I was kind of like, I was probably less confident back then too, where, you know, I wanted to be like funny and like make fun of games or something like that, but I didn't really find myself to be that funny. So again, I think I've changed a lot and grown up a lot since then. So I think I could do it now and not really care so much. But back then I was a little more self-conscious. So, but yeah, Superman 64, I'd love to play it someday. But I don't know if I'm ever going to, like... I'm not sure if I'm ever going to do it. We'll see. Well, I will. I'll say that. I will, but maybe when we reach a subscriber threshold or something like that, I could do a goal. Discover profanity you never knew existed. Twisted Edge snowboarding? I've never heard of this game. This looks cool though. And not just because it's snow, you guys. Yeah, it's a pun, and yeah, I like puns, but I don't do snow puns I don't do cold puns or ice puns when there's snow. It's too easy. Everyone's doing it. Like, I like to be original. This looks neat, not cool. Is that better? I'd play this. I was a big fan of... I don't have the game anymore, but I was a big fan of SSX. I loved those games. SSX1 was one of the first snowboarding games on the PlayStation 2. SSX Tricky like took everything that SSX did and they kicked it up to like they turned it up to 11, and it was so much more fun. This game's probably not going to be as good as SSX, but it looks kind of cool. Batman and Robin ruined all the ice puns. Yep. Banjo-Kazooie ad. The Bear and Breagle are back in action this month, facing the biggest challenge of their digitized lives. Wait. They're back in action this month? What do they mean? You scaled massive mountains, explored perilous beaches, climbed inside a mechanical whale, trudged through stinky swamps, braved the icy cold, and raced across burning, shifting sands. What's next? This month we'll do our best to help you through our furry-feathered friends' toughest challenges yet. Ever so spooky Mad Monster Mansion and hazard-ridden Rusty Bucket Bay. They'll demand pinpoint control, a heap of courage, and a bit of wit to boot. Okay. So it's just their strategy guide. I thought they're like the bear and Briegel are back. I'm like, where'd they go though? They didn't go anywhere. Strategy guide. Mad Monster Mansion. I could see myself playing through Banjo-Kazooie and getting achievements for it again on the Xbox or something. It's been a long time. And I don't really want to do that because I feel like it would be a very time-consuming series of videos. Unless I just did it as a stream and put it up on the stream channel that I need to create. I have too many plans. Ooh, look at that! Coming soon to your N64 from Titus. The worst game ever made. I want this, though. This is cool. I'm so dumb, you guys. Oh, my God. I just right-clicked this thing because I wanted to save it. It's already on my hard drive because I have... I'm so stupid. It's a poster. That's neat. NBA Jam 99. That's cool. I like NBA Jam a lot. But I don't think the 3D versions of NBA Jam were that good. I never played them, though. N64 version of it. Maybe I'll play that. That might be fun. Body Harvest. Strategy guides for Body Harvest. I could read these, but I don't know if I would want to. I wouldn't know anything about it. Fox Sports College Hoops. Before College Hoops was not able to be used in that manner. Glover Strategies, is that what this is? Yeah. Prehistoric, Fortress of Fear, Out of This World. I always wondered what it'd be like to be like a video game editor for a magazine like this. Like, I think if I could go back in time right now and like be able to do whatever I want, I would certainly invest in things like Apple, and I'd certainly invest in some of the things that would make me super rich. But I would absolutely 100% try to get a job at EGM or Nintendo Power or something like that, so I could like write articles and go to E3 during this time, because it was so cool, man. Like, there was just something about it, like something about E3 at this time that was just so cool. What game is this? Scars. I've never even heard of this game. Supercars? I don't even know. It looks like a racing game, but I don't know. Milo's Astro Lanes. I would play this in a second. Hell yeah. Expect hours of out-of-this-world fun and excitement with this release. Featuring pits, bumps, and other obstacles, bowling may never be the same. Wow. Bowl against your buddies on an alien's tongue. Sabotage your friends with P-balls, cosmic goo, and good old-fashioned bombs, packed with awesome power-ups, seriously warped lanes, and 4-person multiplayer action. Milo's Astro Lanes is the future of bowling. Yeah. I'd play this. NHL 99 ad, or actually strategy guides. The only hockey game I ever played was Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey, and it was really fun. Midway had great games back then. Midway like really killed it when it came to games, because they made that Wayne Gretzky game. They made that Wayne Gretzky game. They made Mortal Kombat, obviously. They made NFL Blitz, Gauntlet, I think was another one. They made a bunch of great games back then. Midway was killing it. Tonic Trouble? train for an exciting career in janitorial services. Introducing Game Boy Color. You guys, like, this is a Game Boy Color, right? I got this pretty close to the launch day of Game Boy Color, around the time that Pokemon came out, and it was all the rage. It was so cool. Wireless infrared port, 160 by 144 reflective LCD display. Dude, that's insane. 56 colors. Whew. The Game Boy Color makeover. The inner Game Boy Tetris DX. You know what's funny is I saw this screenshot probably around the time like I was younger or whatever, and it never ever occurred to me to play Tetris like this, to try to set this up in Tetris, like, because this is going to give you like the most amount of points, and I never thought about it that way. I always tried to just break lines without trying to get multiple lines at the same time. But that's, yeah, I'm dumb. Look at these screenshots. They're so cool. Monochrome mode. What? Wait, monochrome mode. All existing Game Boy games fall into this category. These games have graphics palettes consisting of 4 shades of gray, but on Game Boy Color, the palettes can be assigned colors. In Game Boy Color, these games can be reproduced in 7 to 10 colors, depending on how many character palettes were used in the program. That's cool. Oh, there was combinations of things you could do to change the color palettes. I remember this, but I never really got it to work very well. Interesting. Okay, hold up. What? James Bond 007, right? This is all wrong. Dude, holy crap. Pokemon? This is not Pokemon. This is like Bust a Move or something. Tetris Attack? This is not Tetris Attack. This is Bubble Bobble, I think. Or this is Bust a Move. This must be Tetris Attack. And then Turok. But then this says Bust a Move too. This is not Bust a Move. This is Pokemon. I was looking at this screenshot like, oh wow, this actually looks very close to what, to what you'd see in the Game Boy Color version. But then I saw Bulbasaur and I was like, oh, he's orange. Not right. Let the games begin. Color titles. Mortal Kombat 4? Dude. You know that's going to be good. That's Bust a Move. It wasn't, though. Wait, what did I say? Pokemon. Bust a Move. Tetris Attack. They mucked up those screens. Yeah, they did. They put the wrong names on them. Idiots. Yeah, they swapped the ones for Pokemon, Tetris Attack, and Bust a Move. So the names just need to be switched. Tetris Attack goes here, Pokemon here, and Bust a Move here. Everything else is good, though. Right? Turok, James Bond, and FF Adventure. Yeah. They played musical chairs. I still wonder how these magazines were actually made. Like, I think that all these pages were created on like a computer or something, and then they were just put over, printed out. It always fascinated me how that worked, but I I never really looked into it either, so I don't know. Acclaim Sports NFL Quarterback Club. Oh, here's the Game of Steel. He's been fighting for truth, justice, and the American way for 6 decades, and soon the Man of Steel will be continuing his never-ending battle on the N64, courtesy of Titus. This French developer is working overtime to bring America's biggest comic book hero to three-dimensional life, and what we've seen so far looks promising. Whoa! Lies. The lies are in the opening crawl here. Saving a van from missile-packing robots is all in a day's work for Superman. The game's plot and character designs are based on Superman the Animated Series. The Man of Steel, the Man of Tomorrow, the last son of Krypton. No matter what you call him, Superman is one of the most recognizable characters in the world. He's been featured in everything from comic books to major motion pictures, and he'll soon star in his first ever 3D video game. Based on Superman the Animated Series, this action-adventure title is being produced under the watchful eyes of DC Comics and Warner Brothers to ensure that it has both accuracy and entertaining. We set out to see if an early version of the game could leap over our expectations in a single bound. What is their verdict? Did they say it's good? Let's go back here. I think their job is to promote this game, so they probably did not say anything bad about it. But translating a comic book and a video game is very difficult. Superman, Batman, Spawn, and others have been down this road before, with mixed results at best. Comic characters have often been plugged into generic action games with little regard for what made them special and exciting in the first place. In Superman's case, that means being able to use his vast array of superpowers. In the version we played, we used every one of Superman's classic powers, from flight to heat vision to super cold breath. What was even more exciting was that we could use all the powers intelligently to solve problems and further the game's plot, and not just beat on bad guys. That sounds cool. The action was presented on a third-person perspective like Banjo-Kazooie or Mario 64. The game control was generally okay, but our view was sometimes blocked by Superman's body. Having all these powers at our command really gave us a sense of what it would be like to be the Man of Steel. Superman's vision powers were our faves, alongside that old standby super strength. We used super speed quite a bit too, but it was often awkward to control. In fact, just walking around was much tougher than flying. But we expect that those controls will be tweaked and tucked before the game's released. Nope! They didn't do that! Heat vision was our number 2 power, right after X-ray vision. We're hoping that in the final game we'll be able to use it as a tool as well as a weapon. I don't think that game developers tweak games like that. Maybe the version they played just wasn't complete. I don't know. Maybe it was like clearly not complete. When those $1.95 X-ray glasses you bought didn't work, you were crushed. In this game, you'll be able to see through brick walls, but not through people's clothes. Of course you would say that. You'll also be able to break through brick walls, and you won't be able to sweat doing it. You won't break a sweat doing it. Picking up a van and performing other feats of super strength will be child's play for your solar-powered physique. Yeah. 2-bit thugs wouldn't rate 2 seconds of Superman's time. So Titus is making sure that the villains will be worthy of a truly superhero. What? So Titus is making sure that the villains will be worthy of a truly superhero. I get it. Brought together by Lex Luthor, the cast of nefarious No Goodniks will include Brainiac, Metallo, the Parasite, and 2 other survivors of Krypton, Jax-Ur and Mala. Even Luthor's army of robotic shadow walkers will be armed with kryptonite bullets, making them a legitimate threat. On the flip side, the characters in Superman's corner will include Jimmy Olsen, Perry White, and of course Clark Kent's professional rival and sometimes romantic interest, Lois Lane. Sometimes? The Shadow Walkers had powerful weapons but were easily destroyed. This Lex Skell 5000 battle droid promises to be much tougher. In the comics, Lois and Clark were married some time ago. In the animated series on which this game is based, Lois has no clue about Superman's secret identity. She's more Clark's rival than his love interest, but that could change. Yeah. Brainiac once served Krypton's ruling council, but it betrayed its masters and fled before the planet exploded. Now this living computer seeks to capture and preserve all things Kryptonian, including Superman himself. Parasite, an experiment gone wrong, turned janitor Rudy Jones into a power-hungry parasite. The parasite can absorb all of Superman's powers and use them against him. And Darkseid, the ruler of the planet Apocalypse. The dreaded Darkseid is one of the most powerful beings in the universe. His Omega effect gives him godlike control over matter and energy. Yeah. Only the first 2 stages were complete in our preview version of the game, but they left us with a favorable first impression of both the size of the environments and the design of the missions. The first stage placed us high above a 2-mile square section of Metropolis. We got such a big kick out of swooping and soaring effortlessly among the skyscrapers, we almost forgot about looking for the terrorists that were threatening the city. The second stage put us in a huge underground garage where we promptly got lost. It took a bit of super thinking before we were able to defuse the hostage situation before the timer ran out. We were also able to view the game's remaining 6 stages, though without any enemies, items, or objectives in place. They ranged from the inside of the LexCorp Tower to Brainiac's huge Kryptonian spaceship. If the mission objective ends up being as excited as the stages are large, Titus may very well have a winner. Hold on. They did not. The fog was a bit closer than we would have liked, but the flying was definitely fun. Most of the action will take place around and above Metropolis. Every indoor area was large and well thought out, with detailed textures on most of the surfaces. There will be 2 outdoor stages and 6 indoor stages in the final version of the game. You'll see all sorts of different environments from an underground submarine based on the secret labs in LexCorp Tower to the winding corridors of Brainiac's spaceship. To emphasize the connection to its paper and ink roots, Superman will be packaged with an exclusive full-color comic book. We were able to obtain some of the early uncolored art to show you. Written by Joey Cavalieri and drawn by Superman veteran Joe Staton and Mike DiCarlo, the comic will serve as a prequel to the game, setting the stage for the action to come. As we said, past Superman games have had a difficulty capturing the true spirit of the character. This game seems like it could reverse that trend. Titus has stated that Superman will be released by the end of the year, but we think the first quarter is a likelier target. We'll be keeping our eyes on Superman as it develops, and we'll let you know whether we think it's going to fly. It did not. All right, we got some good clips there. Next up, Extreme G2. Didn't play the first one. Oh, look at this. Oh my god, the nostalgia, dude. N64. Collector's Edition Zelda Watch free with your purchase of an N64 system. Limited Edition Golden Zelda cartridge. Only available as a pre-purchase from 10/24 through 11/22. I have this Pokemon Pikachu. Raise, train, and trade your own collection of characters. I have this and I have the second one. I've been playing around with the second one a lot lately. But it's tough, man, because I don't walk around that much and he gets mad at me and goes inside the Pokeball, so I can't really do anything with him. Kind of sucks. Strategy B is to cry. Fighting Force Z? Is that what it's called? Fighting Force Z? 3D brawler with 4 unique characters ready for mass destruction. 2 players can play simultaneously. Co-op fighting game you've been looking for. Maybe. That might be fun to try. I have too many games already. Just looking at this one magazine where I'm like, oh, that'd be fun. Oh, that'd be cool. I can't do it. I can't play them all. I need your help. Unless I quit my job. But I'm not doing that. Because it's good money. Space Station Silicon Valley. I have no idea what this game is about. I know I've seen and heard of it, but I have no idea what you're supposed to do. In the year 3000, there are no petting zoos. Okay, so Silicon Valley, a space station used to harbor cutting-edge technology, has disappeared. Now, in the year 3080, or 3000, it's on a collision course with Earth. You must not only think like the whacked-out beings who inhabit its incredibly lavish environments, you must also become them. Only then will you be able to unlock the mysteries of the valley and save our planet. Whatever you do, do not attempt to feed the animals. That's a good description, I think. Wipeout 64, let's go. I didn't play this one, but it seemed like it might be pretty fun. I played Wipeout on the PlayStation, and it was really fun there. I never played the 64 version, though. I have these figures, dude. They're literally in the other room. I have these figures. Still in the package. Wait, no. These are not in the package anymore. Actually, they're over here. I'll show you. I have like a little Zelda display over in the corner of that room. I don't show it off too often, but it's definitely over there, and it's got some cool stuff on it. Of course, one of the cool things that's on it is the Ganondorf figure that you're seeing in that promo right there. This guy right here. So I've got him, and I've got Link. I thought I had Zelda also, but I can't find her. I didn't see her over there. So yeah. So, take home the legend from a retailer near you. Been there, done that, my friend. Been there and done that. Next up, Virtual Pool, Counselor's Corner, Forsaken 64. How do I get the drone from behind the block? How do I free the drone? Mission Impossible. Quest 64. Who remembers Quest 64? I remember thinking about this game and being like, oh man, this will be a cool game. Because I liked Final Fantasy and stuff, but I just never picked it up and never played it. Castlevania Legends? Ooh, the scoreboard. Star Fox 64 high scores? Most Venomian units destroyed. I feel like I've done more. Maybe not. Best time for Pirate Lagoon. Best time for Treasure Caves. Diddy Kong Racing. Wow. I promise you these times have been destroyed pretty recently. Let me look it up actually while we're here. Pirate Lagoon. I'm looking at the things here. There has to be. There's no way. There has to be like. A faster time than some of these. Maybe speedruns the speedruns website. Is it they don't have time trials on here? They probably don't. No, it's all like beating the game quickly. All right, let's see. Maybe if I add world record in there. No.
Let's talk this new fundamental.
So this there's a video here. I'll see how fast this is. It's probably not going to beat the time that's listed. This person has a 1:34 best time. Let's see. This isn't even a time trial. Yeah. He's already way over. I guess that's the world record. I don't know. I don't know what the world record is for Diddy Kong Racing, but I guess it's that. Cool. I thought people would have played that game a lot more and actually just destroyed that time, but I guess not. I guess not at all. What's this? Space Invaders, Chloe's Aria. Oh, there's a Game Boy camera DJ mode. Okay. Okay. Yoshi's Story. Interesting. Hey, win Game Boy Color. Fill out this form. Yeah. I'd love to win a Game Boy Color. Extreme G XG2. Extreme Challenge. Never played this game, but it looked interesting. It looked a lot like Wipeout. I probably would have enjoyed it, but you know, if I found it like in a clearance bin somewhere, I probably would have picked it up and enjoyed it, but I never really played it. So, South Park advertisement, Top Gear Overdrive, no cheating. Now playing Zelda. Zelda got a 9.5 rating from Nintendo Power. A lot of publications back then gave it a perfect 10. Nintendo Power, a little bit critical. Graphics, the cinematic scenes, and atmosphere in Zelda will set a new standard for video game adventures. The animations convey emotions as well as a sense of reality. Some of the areas are almost photorealistic, while others are more fantasy-based, but all areas are filled with rich graphic detail. I agree. I think Zelda did set a precedent of cutscenes in video games and how they can be used to further the story and how they can be used effectively. I think Zelda did a great job with cutscenes. The graphics, I mean, there was fog here and there, but I think generally speaking, the fog was never like a bad thing. I think it was just a product of the times. It was just a necessary evil. They gave graphics a 9.3. Play control, analog movement, and control response is excellent, so Link's moves and use of weapons and tools is first rate. Every controller button has a function, though, and that could be the most trying part of Zelda. 8.8 on play control. I think my only issue, and this is me looking back with my, nostalgia goggles, or maybe I'm looking back with a bit of criticism, or having played the game and having enjoyed it and knowing what it's all about. I think the controls were fine. My only real complaint was the lack of a jump button, but I don't really think it was a bad thing because the auto jump worked very well. There was never a situation where the auto jump got in my way or hurt me or hindered my progress. So, not having a jump button sucked. However, I don't think it was a bad thing overall. The camera got in the way sometimes, and the only real way you could change the camera was to just, press the Z button to put the camera behind you. Again, not really a big deal. You don't need camera controls because you can just do that Z button trick. But it would have been nice to have camera controls, and that's really the only things I would say about the controls for this game. I don't think 8.8 is right. I would say probably more like 9.5 or 9.2 maybe, 9.0. 8's kind of a low score. Game design, Miyamoto doesn't disappoint. Ocarina of Time includes all the best elements of previous Zelda games, such as multi-room dungeons, colorful characters, clever puzzles, frightening monsters, and a heroic theme. New elements include 3D battles, horseback riding, and realistic passage of time, and cinematic scenes with dramatic camera angles. Game design got a 9.9. I wonder why they didn't give it a 10. I wonder what was the one thing that said, oh no, I can't give it a 10 because of this. I wonder what it was. Because I feel like it's good enough for a 10 in game design. Especially thinking about the story and thinking about how everything comes together so well. Maybe. No, I don't know. I can't think of anything that would make me like. That would make me say it's a less than a 10. Maybe this is just a preview. You might be right, but because I guess at this time it's not out yet. So satisfaction, you've got to love this game. 9.9. Sound, the music and sound effects help add to the emotional impact of the game. 9.2. The sound honestly was one of my favorite things about this game. The music was incredible, and it worked so well to bring you into the moment that you were in. I think sound and music honestly is probably a 10 for me. Looking back at it. I don't know. Maybe they were playing a preview build and didn't have access to the full game. I don't know. But yeah. I disagree with some of those statements. Not all of them. But it's an opinion. So, whatever. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil, 9.2. Quarterback Club, 8.5. Their previews are pretty harsh, man. 8.3, 8.2. I don't think every game deserves a 10, but I think when you have an incredible game, I think if you have the let me go back here. So I don't think that every game deserves a 10. I think it's okay to be critical on certain things, and I think that if you're reviewing a game or previewing a game and you can't find anything wrong with it, that it's okay to give that game a 10. But I also don't like the idea of saying that a 10, a perfect 10, is unattainable. I think every game has its flaws. I think every game has its issues or whatever. But it really just comes down to whether or not those issues hindered the game, held it back, or made it a bad experience. And I can't think of anything in Zelda that was bad enough that made me go, it's not a 10. Or that made me think that this game mechanic didn't make sense. Maybe the water temple, maybe, but even then, I mean, we got through it, and it was just having to go up and to move the water levels up and down. But this preview may not be based on the water temple, And even if it wasn't, it's still a 9.5. So I don't really know exactly what the thought process was, and they really didn't say anything about why it's not a 10. But again, it's a preview. It doesn't have a lot of information. Maybe in the next video we'll look at the review of Zelda and really dig into what they said. Glover got a 7.4. Ouch. Ouch. Fighting Force 64 got a 6.7. Is that the Fighting Force Z? I think it is, but they named it Fighting Force 6.7. Did you play Fighting Force, or are you talking about Glover? Glover? At first glance, one might think Glover was a game for the preschool crowd, but the gentle Glover character and bright colors disguised a sophisticated graphics engine with excellent special effects and lots of originality. 7.4. Play control, the variety of moves that you can make with Glover to push, roll, throw, and walk the ball through each area is the key to this game, and the play control seems natural and smooth. 7.4. The game may be corny and even a bit contrived, but the gameplay is addictive because each level presents fresh obstacles and puzzles for moving the ball to the goal. 7.4. So graphics got a 7.6, play control 7.1, game design 7.6, satisfaction 7.1. Although Glover doesn't have the big name like Zelda or Turok, it's a quality game that won't disappoint. Its worst failing is that it is being released at a time with so many other great games. And the music is not all the cotton candy that you would expect. Another triumph for the development team at Interactive Studios. Scott says it seems simple, but then you realize that you have to figure out new moves to succeed. Ed says it's completely original and inventive, and the play control is extraordinary. And Paul says non-intuitive control of some things like the finger walk, my brain hurts. Okay. At least they explain why they didn't give it a very high score in some ways here, but maybe Bosk would agree or disagree on that review. I don't know. Dual Heroes, 6.8. Man. Frogger? Okay, let's move on. Pack Watch Horizons for graphics and sounds and gameplay. Nightmare in London? Never heard of this game. I guess this is the Forsaken game or whatever. Is that what it's called? I don't even know. Nightmare Creatures, that's what it's called. South Park preview, Vigilante on the Tracks. Elvis is spotted at Caesars. What is this? Caesar's Palace. All right. Oh, this is back when Rare was doing so much. Jet Force Gemini, Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark was one of the greatest games on the N64, and better than GoldenEye. I don't care. It was better than GoldenEye. More games being previewed. Release schedule? Okay. Mickey's Magical Tetris Challenge, I remember that. Castlevania, Carrot Crazy, South Park, Survivor, and Turok. I'm pretty sure this Magical Mickey game came out like around the time I had my first job. Fall 98? No, it did not. I remember seeing copies of that game on the shelves at Toys R Us where I worked. It probably just didn't sell that well, but oh well. And back issues. This is the Nintendo hotline. You can call them and get your console fixed. Scars ad. Next issue, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Zelda Part 2, Quest for Camelot, and NBA Live 99. Join the Zelda 64 USA launch team at Funko Land. This is where I pre-ordered the game, and they didn't give me the game, dude. I was pissed. They ran out of the gold cartridges they over pre-ordered. Or maybe I pre-ordered it too late. I'm going to say it's their fault, because I feel like I did it right. A special limited edition Zelda 64 gold colored cartridge, a t-shirt, a membership card, and a membership poster. Maybe it wasn't Funko Land. I thought it was. Maybe it was GameStop or something. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. That game was great, though. I never finished it, but it was a great game. And then Retro Mags. If you want to check out some old magazines, go check out Retro Mags. They have archives of basically everything that I was able to look for and everything I was interested in. So if you want to check it out, Retro Mags is the way to go. But there you have it, folks. That's all of them. That's all the pages. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to do that. Of Nintendo Power. But there you have it, folks. That's all the pages of Nintendo Power issue number 114 with Zelda Ocarina of Time before it came out, like right before it came out. That was fun. Take a trip down memory lane, so maybe we'll do that again. Maybe. This video is like already like 2 hours long, so I probably am only going to take a few clips from this video, put it up on the YouTube. But either way, thanks for watching. But that was fun. I think we'll try and do that again. It was cool to just like remember stuff, and go through and just like talk about the hype, talk about the excitement. Like that was one of the funnest things I think about the 90s and about that time and that era. This is November 98. And I just have so many great memories of just that era, that time. And this was around the time that the internet had just started, and my mom was quick to get in on the internet. And thank God she did. She didn't use it that often, but I did. I used it all the time. I'd stay up so late every day, just going to different websites, IGN, GameSpot, wherever I could find gaming news, I would go there. I made my own website to talk about gaming news and stuff like that. That was the first time, my first taste of any kind of like YouTube type thing. And it was just cool. It was cool. I remember refreshing the IGN website trying to look at new information from E3 when E3 was going on. I just keep pressing the F5 button, refreshing and trying to see what I could find, and it was cool. Back then we didn't have videos. Like you couldn't watch videos unless you downloaded it, and it took like hours to download it. So I had to just read, analyze every piece of what was being written. But yeah, anyway, I think it's time for me to go. I need some food. I think I'm going to go get some Qdoba. I don't know why my phone just... I'm not doing any text to speak or anything. Don't.
I will find phone.
Stop. I'm not... Anyway, I'm going to get some food. Thanks, Bosk, for coming by and hanging out. Thanks, Exotron. Thanks, Yo Yoshi, as well. Anybody else who was lurking, came by, said hello, whatever. Thank you so much. We're going to come back next Saturday morning. Oh, B-Fits was here. Thanks, B-Fits. But I got to figure out something else to do next week because the Pokemon Silver Nuzloc is dead. I did not expect that to happen. So we'll figure out what to do next week, I guess. We'll probably... I don't want to do this again because I'm going to have to go through some videos on here. I might just do something like Rocket League or Smash or something just so I don't have to do a lot of work. And some of this stuff will probably come up on TikTok now that I'm thinking about it. That's a good idea. So, anyway, thanks, y'all. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you on the flippity flip.